Hello, hello, and good afternoon, fellow Kerbonauts. Let me make my social media posts here, and we'll get started. So, apologies for the delayed twice stream. Yesterday was out of the question because, as mentioned last week, I had an orchestra performance. One of my orchestras, the one that is still rehearsing, not the one that has canceled further due to coronavirus concerns, had our children's concert, annual children's concert around Halloween last night, and it went pretty well. Was a fun time. But I am ready to get back into this. And today, it's been a busy week, and apparently I needed some serious sleep. I intended to sleep in a little bit, maybe till 10 a.m. I woke up at 1 p.m. my time, which is an hour before the planned stream time. And my poor, amazing wife, who just let me get the sleep I needed, was watching the kids the whole time, and she deserved a break, so she got to take a nap after that. Therefore, the 1 hour delay. Well worth it, I think. I needed the extra time to prepare for this anyway. So, we are right back where we left last week, which is Marina Zuganova. I guess we're not exactly where we left off. I spared you her sprinting all the way back to the lander. She was at the Rover that we had found last stream, but then didn't know how to repair. And the good news, I think I know what to do. I think I know how to repair this now. There is a separate mode for EVA construction, and I did not know that that needed to be enabled. I thought it would work the same way as the deployable science experiments, where you just put them in the inventory and then right-click on them and deploy or remove, but nope, that is not quite how it works. So we are going to need to sprint back. Marina is going to be the fittest Kerbal ever. She's already sprinted about 2.5 kilometers total on the moon, which is not as easy as it sounds. With the low gravity, it's actually harder than sprinting on Kerbin. So yeah, and she's been here so long that apparently her hair is white now, and she's freaking out about it. Yeah, she says. Yeah. But yeah, that's fine. I've gone ahead and time warped a bit until dawn so that we aren't sprinting in the dark anymore. Plus, when we add solar panels to the rover, they will have energy. Let's bring the UI back up, and let's see if I am right. Because my plan originally was to send some supplies to her to do this repair. I did not end up with the time to do that. I've been spending a lot of time getting the Halloween event on my Minecraft server ready, and it's looking pretty good. Let's see, can I not climb the rest of this? Grab. No, come on. Oh, you can do it, Marina. You're so fit. Oh! Well, that is an interesting issue. So she can't climb from that ladder to the next one, so we may need to change that design a little bit for the next version of this lander. Maybe see if we can shift that ladder a slight bit. Maybe she can move it now. Okay, but let's get up there. Do those look like they're at different angles? A little bit. That's all right. Grab. Oh! That is so derpy. You can do it. All right, we'll just use the jetpack then. Grab. All right. Unfortunately, it looks like that means I'm going to need to keep this jetpack, which I was hoping not to, because we need some inventory space. So let's open that. For now, let's go ahead and remove this and put it in that spot. I'm not sure how much we can fit in this inventory exactly, but here is that EVA construction view. It's this button right here, this little crane. And look at that. Here we go. So here is her inventory, and you can see parts highlighted in green, including this. So let's see if we can retract this ladder first and let's see if we can move the ladder a little bit, and if that helps. What's that cool animation there? All right. So yeah, we've picked it up. And where can we put it? Here. Well, that's not ideal, but let's see what that gives us. It's going to be pointing straight down, which is fine, I guess. We can jump up onto that. But now, can she climb? Whoa! Whoa! All right, let's get out of this mode then. And oh, she is an acrobat. She's definitely an acrobat. All right, and let's just see if that works. And hopefully we haven't just made everything the worst. Jump and grab. All right, cool. She can climb to here, but she can't get from there to there. That's really annoying. I wonder if it has anything to do with the ship being inclined a little bit. That very well could. If she was on the other side, she would have an easier climb, and maybe that would work better. Either way, I think this is going to be fine. Let's open this up because we need a battery. We only have the one battery. Ooh. The probe core on the rover has a battery though, so it has a built-in battery. It'll have to be enough with the solar panels. It just means that we won't be able to drive it very long in the dark. But let's go into EVA construction mode, and let's grab this solar panel right here and just pop it into our inventory like that. The rover also has an antenna built in to the probe core, so hopefully that will be enough. Let's close the service bay and start the sprint back. Back to target selection. Let's do types. Rovers, Unfinished The Moon Explorer for VSF. I wonder what VSF stands for. And out of this mode, let go. Bloop. And let's see, where is that target? It's over there. All right, we've got 1 kilometer to sprint, so we are going to sprint, and we're going to go into physics warp mode and get all jittery. Let's back up so that's less awful. But we definitely want to be in this mode because it will be 4 times as quick in the stream to get there. And I thought about just using the cheat menu to teleport her over there because we know we can run there, but it just feels a little bit cheap to do that, so I'm not going to. We're gonna sprint, and while she sprints, I'm gonna just chill here with my drink. 2 drinks actually. I've got a cherry flavored drink for hydration, and I've got my traditional stream beer. This time I've got the Space Dust IPA from Elysium Brewing, so I figure that's appropriate. Space Dust IPA, and of course an IPA because that's primarily what I like. So all right, she is moving right along at 0.7 meters per second. That's a pretty decent sprint on the moon. And look at that to the left. That might be something we can take a sample of. Delicious and hydrating. And let's see how much EVA propellant. I do have some, and as we saw, even with the higher gravity on the moon than on Minmus, maybe I can use that. Let's give it a shot. For time's sake. All right. Yeah. All right, we're in. There's a jump on the moon. Let's activate that and go forward. That is definitely At least 10 times quicker. We are using the propellant, though. Let's keep that open. We've got plenty, but we do want to be careful with it and not get in a situation where we don't have plenty. Ah, good. There's the music back. I've been toying with the idea of adding my own music to the streams, but I do just really like the environmental music in this game. Alright, as long as we don't use up more than half of our fuel, we can get back just fine and borrow a different EVA pack if we need to. We're slowing down. We don't want her to take too hard a tumble when we get here. Alright, we got 3.5 units out of 5 left, so we've used just over 1 unit to get here. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and take a nice gentle landing. There we go. And disable the pack. And sprint the rest of the way here. It looks so much nicer in the daytime. And in the meantime, Marina has learned how to change a flat tire and more. I wonder if she can ride it back. That would be cool. Oh, and it's got a big old stinking antenna on it. So yeah, we're fine for the antenna. We're more than fine. That's got more connectivity than the lander does, in fact. All right, Marina, let's go back into EVA construction mode. And in your inventory, you've got this nice fancy schmancy solar panel. Let's pop it right there on the front. Ooh. Look at that. She's got... Let's aim the camera here and get a screenshot of her being all handy. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That is actually really cool. I like that a lot. All right, and aim the camera back here on Marina and get out of the EVA construction mode. She puts away her drill in her pocket, I assume. All right, now don't stand in front of the rover. In fact, you can turn your headlamp off because it's daytime now. And let's just see how this is doing. I go here. All right, I've got... Oh, we're focused on the flag there. There we go. And look at that, we've got electric charge. Beautiful. Let's see, the brakes are on. And it seems to be stuck. Oh, man. Yeah, that uses the batteries pretty quick. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this is a stupidly designed rover. No wonder they got it stuck. Do you see how these are going? Let's tap the brakes just a bit. Let's see. These are... The way that they've done the symmetry on this, these wheels are facing... Look at that. That is rotating towards the center of the craft, and so is that. No wonder we're not going anywhere. Okay, so these ones, we want that to be on the front. And this, let's do motor direction reverse. And this as well. Motor direction reverse. Are you kidding me? Okay. The symmetry is here and here and here and here. Okay, see, this is what happens when you're fixing someone else's rover. Apparently, we need to have a talk with their engineering division because they don't know what they're doing. Let's go ahead and remove all of these from symmetry. Remove. Okay, and then these are already removed because these were symmetrical this way. Oh man, that's gross. All right, so steering direction normal, motor direction normal, motor direction normal, and so these two should be reverse. Yes, exactly. And let's disable steering on the rear wheels. All right, and brakes. And we're still not moving. Let's see. Turn on SAS. No. Is it moving just a tiny bit? Oh my goodness, this is a dumb rover, you guys. I can turn on those cool lights though. Okay, the lights are actually really cool. I like the lights. Let's disable antenna rating, antenna state idle. That's good. Okay, so I don't think that this is currently drawing power because it's idle, and that is a good thing. How are we connected? What's our connection looking like? We are connected directly to Kerbal because we have line of sight. Excellent, fantastic. So, how do we get this thing to go? Let's hit the brakes and let's see if we can trick it with the time warp and get physics to reload. No, we cannot. All right, Marina, it's your turn again. Let's see if we can get these wheels into a better angle. So let's go back into EVA construction mode. And do we have the same options? Can I rotate this thing? Not really. All right, here we go. Oh, I can. Nice. Perfect. Let's see if we can give these things a more favorable angle. Actually, let's do that here. I would like... Oh, she cannot pick up that beam, apparently. What was that? All right. Okay, and now can we do that over here? Oh, look at that. Okay, I wonder if now we can put this back where it was and be okay. What a derpy rover we've found on the moon. Alright, let's get out of this mode again, and let's see if we can now move. We can! Alright, physics is fixed. Oh, this thing. Oh, man. Let's see. Traction control. We want the rear wheels to have extra traction. Let's turn this all the way up. This thing is not heavy enough. Oh, and we run out of power. And steering. Oh, steering is so derpy. Oh man, this is so gross. Motor 0? Motor enabled. Let's turn off the motor on the front ones. This is really bad, you guys. This is a bad rover. But at least we figured out how to do this. Alright, we're going back to Marina, and we are going to change the direction of these wheels. Something sane. Although now we've got our solar panel in shadow, so we might have to move that and slap it on the other side. I should have grabbed 2 solar panels, put one on each side. We can still do that though. So let's go into rotate mode, and we're going to rotate these wheels vertical. There it goes. Alright, let's toggle the brakes on and the lights off. Oh, we can't because... no control. Alright, that's fine. Oh, we don't want to keep loading that because it will load physics every time, and one of these times the bounce is going to be awful. And I keep doing it. Alright. There we go. There's Marina. Alright, let's move that solar panel. And I guess you can't walk around while in EVA construction mode. That is good to know. Alright. Don't get run over, Marina. Oh, that's amazing. Alright. Out of this mode, let's go back to the rover and toggle the brakes back on and the lights off. Save batteries. Alright. And back to Marina. Now, with safety in mind, let's see. Alright, so we want to go back into... no, we want to go into... translation mode. Let's get some clearance. Yeah, this is just an awful, awful rover design. Okay, and now these ones over here, vertical, and then we want to shift it like this. And then this here, vertical, and then shifted. I see why they put the wheels where they did. It was nicely balanced, but it can't move anywhere, and that's a problem. Ideally, your rover should be able to move. Alright, let's get out of that mode and get you out of the way again. And switch back to the rover. Turn off the brakes. Alright, that is so much better. We can move now. Alright, let's... okay, let's turn... so this is the front, actually. Okay, so this is the front. Let's go... okay, so steering is enabled on the front. Let's go ahead and keep steering enabled on all four wheels and turn the traction up on all four wheels. All right, and now... okay, and then these ones, we want the steering direction to be inverted. Alright, you're welcome, whoever made this. I have fixed your rover, and it works now. Ugh. Alright, Marina, let's see if you can hitch a ride. We don't have an official seat for you, but maybe you can just sit on it. And we've got some exposure to the sun on that solar panel. Excellent. That was not a good jump, Marina. Are you getting tired? It was a better jump, but it didn't get you where you needed to. And that's going to be too much. Alright, we're going to need the EVA jetpack. So you can sit on the front of this thing. Alright. Climb. There we go. You can sit in the antenna dish. That is fine. And will that work is the question. Will she fall off? Don't tell me you don't have any. Okay, we do have batteries. Looks like she's gonna fall off. Alright, let's let her fall off this way. There we go. Oh, I love this. Let's turn the lights on. There we go. And screenshot, of course. All right. That was derpy. Okay. Let's go. Where are we supposed to take this, actually? And I would like to turn that off. That is a Kerbal Engineer thing. Let's see. Surface. Show engineer. Okay, and we want... Is it under vessel? Burn? No. I don't see it. There's a... Let's see. Maybe we can edit. And there is a specific thing that is this. I almost pointed at my screen with my finger. You can't see that. Let's look if there is the ground indicator. I forget what it's called exactly. Not seeing it here. Oh, that's an orbital. Why are we there? All right. Here's the surface category. And it's not there. What about vessel? I thought I had already turned this off, but it could be that an update put it back for some reason. Miscellaneous readouts. Crosshair. Maybe it's crosshair. Huh. It's literally just a crosshair there. Yeah, no, let's get rid of that. We don't want it. All right, we're just gonna deal with it. It's not that big a deal. And now we want to not show engineer. We've got all we need up there. Close the editor. And yeah, we need to go southeast, it looks like. And can I change my target selection to that? Debris, relay, lander, planes, bases, flags, EVAs, station ships, rovers, probes, and celestial bodies. I cannot. Let's see. Location. Activate navigation. Okay, that's cool. Does that mean I can see it? Oh, she's fallen off of the rover. Marina, what are you doing? And that is the Moonlander. So let's switch to... Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Let's switch to Marina and have her point... Okay, she can see it. Yeah, because, let's see, that's north, and we need to go southeast. So there's east, south, southeast, yeah. Okay, cool. That is actually in the direction of our Moonlander, so that's good. All right, Marina, can you climb up on this thing? Cool, we didn't need to do the derpy jump. You are fine. All right, turn around. No, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, you can face whatever way you want. It's fine. All right, and let's go. I said let's go. Get unstuck. This thing is awful. This is the worst rover ever. This is the worst rover. Can we see who made this from here? Move the rover. Unfinished the Moon Explorer 4VSF. Wow. Okay. Traction controls, automatic, string adjust, automatic, spring damper, override, spring strength. Let's turn up the springs and the dampers. This might help. I hope. The nice thing is that these frustrations are not my own fault. Wow. All right. So to the people who made this rover and got it lost on the moon, of course you got it lost on the moon. And I'm glad I don't work for your space agency. These are the good wheels too. Look at that. They are just spinning. And using up all the electric charge. Oh my goodness. Alright, so here's the thing. We're not going to be able to move this rover as currently constructed, because it is a terrible, terrible rover. And maybe it's also having trouble with Marina aboard. I keep going there. There we go. Alright, Marina, get out of the way. Apparently, we're not going to be able to give you a ride. Sorry about that. Okay, yep, with Marina aboard, I think it's breaking physics. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is just making me really want to build my own rover. One that is good. Yeah, we could really use another battery, another solar panel. So let's take it near the lander. And then we'll bring Marina. Okay, damper strength is still good there. But man, look at these wheels bouncing more than these wheels. This is just so derpy. And yeah, we are using up all the electric charge so fast here too. The steering is so bad. But hey, this is progress, and this thing goes 10 times as fast as Marina does sprinting. I kind of want to steal all the parts. So you know what we're going to do? I don't have access to these wheels yet, but these, believe it or not, are much better wheels than I do have access to. It's the rover design, not necessarily the rover parts themselves, that is awful here. It looks cool. It looks like an alien spaceship. It's like a UFO, but not flying. URO, an unidentified roving object. But these wheels are actually good. And so after I complete this contract, assuming it doesn't just despawn this lander, I'm going to steal those wheels. We're just going to take them. And then I have to remember not to just recover the craft immediately that has them aboard, because that would despawn those wheels, and I would have to wait until unlocking that technology, which will hopefully happen soon anyway, to get them. Alright, I'm letting the thing coast so that I can load my batteries, because I will need them for the brakes. Okay, slowing down, we're drifting. Yeah, the part of the problem with this design is it's just too lightweight. It can't get proper traction in low gravity. I'm sure they tested this on Kerbal and said, yeah, this thing drives amazingly. And that's why they got it stuck here, because they did not think about traction and low gravity environment. All right, toggle the brakes on. Perfect. And let's go back to Marina, who unfortunately has to leg it home. Or better yet, we're going to use the rocket jetpack. Come on, RCS. There we go. And I'm going to take a sip of my beer. I deserve it after that. Man, she is booking it. This is much faster than sprinting. Especially now that she's so tired, you know? Thank you, Marina. You are a champion. Alright, let's put another couple solar panels on this thing. Let's see, where's my ladder? It's over here. Whoa! Why are you not reorienting yourself, Marina? Okay, come on. Come to a stop. There we go. Oh, what a time we're having, huh? You know, I could put those rocket engines on it, but it doesn't have any fuel. I don't need those rocket engines anymore. I don't have any more fuel in the lander stage. I thought about moving this lander over to the rover so it would be closer, but it's on fumes. There's just the tiniest bit of fuel left in there, so I would have to be using the ascent stage, which I don't want to use up any fuel in, and it does not have landing legs. So, I mean, I could transfer the fuel, but again, I want to be able to ascend and get back to Kerbin. Alright, Marina, let's take the rest of these solar panels we have. Actually, can I reach all the way around? That would be hilarious. Let's see if I can. Alright. Oh, I sure can. Oh, she can't store that much. So we'll just bolt that on right there. I said bolt it on right there. Bolt it on right there then. Fine. And out of the EVA construction mode, we'll come back for that solar panel. And she only has 2 units of EVA propellant left, so we are going to want to swap out her EVA pack. At least it's really quick to switch into this mode and out of it, so that's something. Whoa! What is going on with this physics? Put it right here. Put it right here. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. We'll move that one there so that it looks okay. All right, now get out of the way. Get out of the way. Looks like we can walk around in EVA mode. Good. All right, let's switch back to the rover, and we still need to go southeast, I believe. Or did we complete the contract? Oh, we completed the contract. Okay, oh yeah, we rescued Tanger from orbit of Kerbin. We did that last time. Finished construction of a rover on the surface of the moon. Okay, so we landed on the right spot. We just had to take it to there. Perfect. And that makes us 200,000. We earned that. We so earned that. Ugh. Incompetent engineers from whatever agency that was. I'll have to look it up. And you know what? Marina. That means you get to deconstruct this thing. It didn't despawn. So let's take it apart and steal all the parts. Now, can I reach the cargo all the way up there? I bet I can. No, I cannot. So we no longer need to take solar panels off of this craft. Cool, she can climb it from down there. That is fantastic. Alright, put that in here. Let's go back into EVA construction mode and let's fix that. And I can't clip it. I can't clip it there. That's annoying. So for the sake of my sanity, let's get some symmetry like this. These are probably a better spot for it anyway, and I think we can even reach these. Yep. Alright, and jump off. And let's start dismantling this awful, awful rover. You're welcome, agency whose name I can't remember. I have gotten your idiotic rover to the place where it belongs, and now all its parts are my parts. Into the inventory, into the inventory. Those were mine to begin with. Yeah, let's take that. Oh, it's huge. I can't take that. Well, I can attach it there, and then I'll get some money for recovering that part. What about these? How big are they? Too big. Alright, well, let's take these, though. Let's take all the lights. Looks like I can stack up to 4 of these. Excellent. I feel like I'm one of those people who goes around and steals people's catalytic converters. Cool, I can see the range of the EVA construction too, because I can, the parts light up green as I get there. Alright. Grab that and climb. And open, let's see, how much storage space have I got? Oh, I just placed it. I mean, that's an option. That's definitely an option. Let's get out of the EVA construction mode, though. There we go. No, those are full. Everything's full. I want those wheels, though. Alright, what is in here? Work lamp, what is this? It won't tell me by... Okay, science control unit. And a goo monitor. And a photovoltaic panel. Maybe I should just go ahead and deploy these. Except where do I put them? Well, this is a predicament. Alright, here we go. I do have room in there for these. And these I want to replace. So back into EVA construction mode. Let's go over here. And boom. And boom. Alright, so now I can take this. And I don't want to deploy that. I want the scientist to do that. Let's just... Oh, she doesn't have room. Alright, let go. And get out of construction mode. And let's deploy some science. Alright. And let's see, space will place the part. Perfect. Alright. And that gives us some room. Let's watch it deploy though, that's fun. Alright, Marina. She's still holding her drill, her laser drill, even though I'm not in EVA construction mode currently. Let's see now if I've got room to put this wheel in the inventory. Oh no, it is way too big. Look at that thing rear up though. Okay, that, whatever is happening here. Okay, the physics of this thing are hilarious. Physics just decide arbitrarily to start and stop working. Alright, we're just gonna leave it like that. We don't need to steal anything else. She can't carry it. Can I move the rover? Because maybe if I move the rover... Let's get out of that mode. Alright, Marina, push it over. Push the rover over. Or maybe just push it close enough that in EVA construction mode, I can just directly transfer the wheels. And maybe we... I don't know if I can even put them in the inventories. But we'll try, and if we can't, maybe we'll just put them on the ship itself. And if nothing else, we'll get a little bit of extra cash for returning these parts. Oh, you've almost righted it. Oh, whoa, there it goes. It's a lost cause. We're leaving it. We're leaving it there. You guys can keep your broken rover. It's terrible. All right. No, you're supposed to grab that. She can't grab that. All right. But that is another contract completed, and that was expensive for that other space agency. They had to pay us 200,000 spaceos for fixing their stupid rover. Why can I not climb farther up there? That's obnoxious. Should I pick that up? I'm going to pick that up. We're going to bring it home. I'm not going to worry about deployable science here. Pick up part. Yeah, that's how I was expecting the EVA construction to work. Just like that. It's fine that it works how it is, and I suspect that it needed, it was a better solution because of the need for modes like rotation and translation of parts. So that's my best guess why they've implemented it the way they have, and it does work quite well, so I'm not really going to complain. And how much space is in here? Plenty. Let's put it here, and let's pick up Phillips EVA jetpack because it is full of fuel. Hilariously, this still shows empty, even though it shows 5 out of 5. Interesting. But we're taking Phillips because he's the pilot, and, well, I mean, we're not going to do the science anyway, so it didn't matter who I took. Whose I took. Alright. Back in the capsule. And board. Alright, can we do any science from here? Log pressure data? Oh good, we can. Pressure scan from the moon's lowlands. They say Insanity is doing the same thing multiple times and expecting a different result. you check the atmospheric pressure again anyways. All right, too hot thermometer, log temperature, temperature scan from the moon's lowlands. The thermometer can't seem to make up its mind whether it's hot or cold here. Well, sometimes it's hot and sometimes it's cold. Makes sense to me. And the SC9001 Science Junior conduct material study. Material study from the moon's lowlands. You leave the sample bay doors open on the moon and go do something else for a while. Well, we'll retcon this and say that's what we were doing while we were out and about. Keep experiment. That's a good amount of science though, so that is pleasing to me. And did we add anything else? No. I think I've added experiments to this since launching this mission because I've unlocked more through unlocking science nodes. All right, close. All right, so I think we are ready to leave. I swear, all their hair has changed. That's interesting. I might have to go review some footage. Was her hair always white? Or has it become white since getting here? Alright, useless rover. Goodbye. Let's see. We want to... let's deactivate these engines. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. And shut down. Alright, that way I can throttle all the way up without... as you saw, we are on fumes there. Nowhere near enough to have taken this lander over to the rover, so we did it right. Alright, but now I want to turn on fine controls and lift off from the moon in 3, 2, 1, lift off. Oh, let's retract the ladder. There we go. And let's aim east. And go to orbital view. Oh, look at that. Kerbal rise. That is beautiful. All right, yeah, and meanwhile, just an ascent to orbit of the moon, and then we return to Kerbal and our space station, and we are using fuel at an alarming rate, so hopefully we have enough. Yeah, we'll take a look after this at my updated version of this lander. That is one thing that I did manage to do after stream last week. I updated the moon lander. And so we should have... Actually, that's right, I designed an entirely new one. I'm forgetting because there's been so much going on this week. Just so much. Okay, let's warp towards Apoapsis and get an orbit. And then we can choose where to escape it. Alright, point prograde, Philip. And there is our orbit right there. And that should be clear of any mountain peaks. Alright, and so now our target should be Station 1. Okay, so here is our overview in the orbit. And we want... the moon is going this way, so we need to kill that velocity, so we need to go retrograde to the moon. So we will burn prograde relative to the moon right here, which is retrograde relative to Kerbal. And that will be our efficient escape from the moon that gets us back on track towards Kerbal. Meanwhile, our moon relay is doing its job. All right. Maybe it's good that we didn't steal those wheels. We'd have a heavier craft. Not exactly the best idea. Alright, and as soon as we escape the moon, we should see our trajectory relative to Kerbal show up. And there we go, yes. And we want the periapsis to be on track for the space station, so about 160 kilometers. Alright, I'm going to have to look at it like this. Okay, there we go. Alright, we might be doing okay on fuel. We do have 730 meters per second. It's possible we may need a little assist once we get there. Oh, overshot it a little bit. That's all right. Let's turn on the RCS and fix that with RCS. No, let's not. Retrograde, turn off RCS. So that's a little bit of wasted fuel, but we'll be okay. All right, that is pretty good. Now let's go ahead and warp to here. Actually, let's get onto our escape. And that's in an hour. Just make sure there's nothing wonky about how it's showing me these orbits. Because sometimes there is. Alright, cool, we're good. So now I can warp to here, and we are on our way back to Kerbal. Alright, and so there is our intercept with the station's orbit. We are on, oh no, we are on an awful inclination. Yeah, we're 26 degrees inclined. Oof, that is not a good. Let's see. So we're going to want to get there. And let's see, it's an ascending node, so we will want to burn anti-normal. In fact, let's not leave this to chance. Let's double check this. If I burn anti-normal, okay, that does improve this. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is going to be expensive, though. Very expensive. Let's warp closer. Alright, let's rotate anti-normal. There we go. And then I'm going to do stability assist. And we're going to also point a little bit retrograde from there. So we're going to bring our apoapsis down at the same time as we improve our inclination. And we probably are going to need to send the rescue ship over. Because yeah, we are burning our fuel quick. But this is working, so that is something. Alright, and for the sake of efficiency, I'm going to kill the engine here, and let's warp back around. That's 3.5 hours for our crew. Mere seconds for us observing. Alright, and let's burn again. Let's get the rest of our fuel. Let's go ahead and just point anti-normal. And get as much of this inclination corrected as possible before we run out of fuel. Which is about to happen right now. Okay, well, now we have an inclination of 13 degrees. Not super amazing, I must admit. And I really want to get this science back. So let's see. Switch to target. Let's take a look at Station 1. And I'm going to take a sip of my drink while we wait for this to load. All right. And yeah, we're framey again because so many parts. Now, who is aboard? Eric Uspensky, our accomplished pilot, Eric. All right, that is good news, and we're well fueled. Let's see if we can fuel this even more. All right, liquid fuel, and these here, that is FLA215. Let's look for that in the list. Right here. And right here. Okay, cool. So out and out. As well as, this is the X200, right? Yep. And it is this one? Okay, out. Cool. And our camera is shifting slowly as the center of gravity changes as the fuel is pumped from here into here. We still have these old moonlanders that I need to get rid of. Maybe we'll do that today too. Do a little bit of cleanup. All right, this is empty of fuel now, so now we need the oxidizer out. It is fueling these as well, which is fine. And yeah, that is significantly more fuel than we had before. All right, now we can stop that transfer. There we go. All right, let's undock this. Let's see, who else is aboard? Tizen. Transfer crew. Let's move you. Okay, that one's occupied. Let's move you here. Cannot. Is there someone aboard? No, no crew on part. Okay, there is someone aboard here. Natalia Lopatina. And what is she? She is an engineer? Okay, let's transfer her. Cancel that transfer. There we go. Let's transfer her into here. Is there really... Okay, there we go. There is crew transfer across that dock. I was going to say, there should be crew transfer here. All right, there we go. Now, can you... There might not be crew transfer across here. Oh, yeah, it worked. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work last time. But yeah, let's take only Eric Uspensky. So let's see, no one else is aboard there. No one there. And I think that is all. And only Eric is aboard. Okay, fantastic. Let's undock. And switch to our Rescue 1 vehicle. And let's just gently drift away. There we go. All right, we want to be careful with the monopropellant. We should have transferred some of that, but that is okay. All right, type selection. We want ships. We want Moonlander 2.0. And let's make sure that is the correct target. It sure is. All right, and let's see. Let's go to the ascending node. can I pin this? There we go. I would like... There's a ship in the way. That's the problem. All right, so let's add a maneuver over here then at the descending node. Nope, there's a ship there too, and it's interfering. Okay. There we go, add maneuver. All right, and as this is an ascending node, we will want to burn anti-normal. And change our plane to match this ship. And I think what we're going to do is rescue the crew, take the science experiments, and deorbit the lander. If I move that, there we go. That's pretty good. All right, and that is a 1 minute burn, and it happens in 11 minutes. And we have 3,600 meters per second to play with, and this will use 500 meters of it. So, yeah, this is going to be expensive, and we need to continue iteratively improving our moonlander. Okay, we're almost there. Let's go ahead and point towards the maneuver marker on the nav ball. And let's just use our reaction wheels to do this, not waste our precious monopropellant. And that is simply anti-normal. So yeah, I can, even though Eric does not have the skill yet to follow the maneuver marker, he can follow the anti-normal marker. And that is what our maneuver is anyway, so that works. And in fact, let's move this right to that descending node. Okay. No, that didn't do it. Okay, let's just kill this and then watch what this does. All right, there we go. And let's go ahead and start burning. Let's pin this one too. Easier to see on the black background. All right, and as we burn anti-normal, we are correcting our inclination. We're going out of plane from the station and into the plane of our stray moonlander. Yeah, I was playing with some designs. I kind of want to design something that looks really retro sci-fi. And we'll take a look at some of the designs I'm playing with. I don't think we will be launching them yet. They are not quite ready, but we're going to take a look, and I will continue working on them. And we'll have a Moonlander 3.0, or possibly even 4.0, depending on how things go, for a near-future stream. And believe it or not, we're getting very close to being able to properly leave the Kerbal system and even rescue Jeb, Val, and Bill. Or is it Bob? I forget who died. Okay, we are past the ascending node and almost have the plane corrected. Let's look at it up here. Our relative inclination, 0.07 degrees. As long as this is going down, I'm going to keep burning, just gently. Okay, yep, and now it's about to start going back up. That is really good. All right, so now we need to plan our intersect, and that's going to be interesting. Okay, so I pinned that. Alright, so the Moonlander is here, and it's taking a very long orbit. We're taking a very short orbit. So at periapsis would be the ideal place to intersect. I don't know if we're going to be able to control it that well. So let's do this. And if we burn prograde, then we are matching orbits with this thing. And we should be able to see, let's pin that one and that one. There we go. And see which one is the good one. Okay, that intersect number 2 is the one that is moving the most. And we want that to get real close. And here it comes. That's really good. Alright, that'll get us within 500 meters, and we'll only have a relative speed of 60 meters per second. Not bad, and it's only a 600 meter per second burn, and the node is coming up in 17 minutes. Let's warp to about here. That'll give us a 2-minute margin to adjust our attitude and start the burn. And let's point prograde. Yep, it's another 1-minute burn, and we're 2 minutes away from the maneuver node. All right, that's close enough there, and let's we'll actually follow the node, the maneuver marker on the nav ball this time. And so at about 50 seconds, to give us a little bit of a margin, about 50 seconds from the maneuver node, because halfway through would be 35 seconds, so maybe about 45 seconds, we will start the burn. And we'll start it at full throttle, but at the end, and this is why we want the margin, we will reduce thrust so that we can, there we go, it was loading something, so that we can get more precise maneuvering. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and ignition. Now I just carefully follow the blue maneuver marker on the nav ball. Even though this is a prograde maneuver, it's prograde from the very instant of the node, and so we need to adjust as we go past the node, because we cannot burn it all in an instant. We don't have infinity thrust. Although tell that to, was it Keith Welch? Keith Welch who died to infinity G's of force. He says, "You darn well do have infinity thrust. I experienced it." That wasn't me, that was the Kraken. Alright, lowering thrust a little bit so that we can have more precise control for the end of this maneuver. And further, and chasing that marker. There we go. Within 0.1 meters per second, that is pretty good. And so that gives us 0.43. Okay, let's just gently, let's use our RCS to fine-tune this. There we go. That is literally perfect. We've got a separation of 500 meters and a relative speed of 59.6 meters per second. So let's get closer to it, and that's in 2.5 hours. Let's give us a few minutes. And let's warp to here. And here we are approaching our Moonlander. Beautiful. Alright, and if we can just kill our relative velocity to this Moonlander, then we can use the RCS on the Moonlander to perform the docking. And that will be more efficient because this is a much lighter craft with much better control. And whatever we have left, we can pump right into the rescue vehicle. So let's change to here and look at the target. And let's go to target reference. There we go. It's still 81 kilometers out, but we want to point retrograde relative to the target. I'll speed the game up just a little bit. Oh, and you might notice that the skybox looks a little bit different. I have updated the skybox. I like this one a lot better. For it's a much higher resolution, so I can do a lot more of this before it starts looking really gross and pixelated. And that is particularly handy if I were to go into camera tools, target self, and let's just do, okay, stationary camera, let's do the flyby. Nice. Yeah, I've been playing with this mod a little bit too, and trying to learn it. It's a little bit tricky, but it has some very cool features. I'm very pleased with it. All right. Meanwhile, we are now, let's see, it's getting farther away. Did we pass it? No, we didn't. Oh, we did. Uh-oh. Let's kill our relative velocity and point towards the target now. I was so busy having fun with the scenery that we apparently passed the target. Whoops. All right, we want to burn towards the target. All right, I'm going to let it continue rotating this way. And we are adjusting our relative trajectory. Pushing the retrograde marker, pulling the prograde marker towards the target marker. There we go. Yeah, and now we're getting closer. Cool. Whoops. First actual derp of the stream. I'm not going to count that this thing ran out of fuel. That is design testing, and we know that we need to add Delta V, add fuel to that craft. Let's point retrograde again. All right, and so here's the target marker there. Here's the retrograde marker. So I'm going to go on the other side of the retrograde marker because that will push it towards it, and that will tighten our approach at the same time as we reduce our relative speed. Don't want to reduce the speed too much because we do want to actually get to the target. There we go. All right, and let's do that again. We're going to have to do that a few times, I'm afraid. Look at this. We've got golden hour from sunrise. Gotta love a sunrise from space. All right, now let's continue. Oh, we need to be on this side of it this time. Okay. We might need to use this intersect up here. Oof. This is not a great... This is not the best that has ever happened. Okay, if I make a maneuver right here. Oh, not right there because that's behind us. Right here. And we go this way. Radial in. That should fix it. "41 kilometers. 30. 14. 0.3 kilometers. Okay, that's 300 meters. All right. Okay, yeah. That's what I get for getting distracted by shiny things. Fortunately, all we've lost is time, and since we are not playing with any life support mods, we've got plenty of that. Crew might just be a little bit grumpy because they've probably run out of snacks by now, and finished reading whatever books they brought aboard. So they're gonna get kind of bored. But they won't have any sort of mental breaks or anything like that. At some point, I want to do a playthrough with Kerbalism, which does have stuff like that. It's interesting. Adds a huge level of challenge to this game. But as you can see, I've got challenge enough right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's giving me some interesting readings here. Let's see if I can... If I get past that... Past this here, it should show me that again. Alright, here we come to this intersect. Alright, let's just go ahead and go straight towards this target then. Let's get out of map view and look at the target. And are we getting closer to it? Yes, we are. Good. Because the prograde marker and the target marker are aligned, that means we are indeed getting closer. Alright, let's get within 10 kilometers, and then let's point retrograde. Oh, it just snapped me to it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, and let's tighten this approach even further, while also slowing down a bit. Alright, there's 500 meters separation at approach. Let's get within a couple kilometers and let the physics engine load the other craft. Right, 2.7 at 2 1/4, it will load the other craft. And there it goes. Let's close camera tools. Alright, and let's tighten our approach a little bit further. 200 meters will be plenty close. So next we will need to simply kill our relative velocity. Ah. Oh, persistent rotation. You didn't used to do that. That's alright. Okay, we're coming in close, and we just want to kill that relative speed. Okay, 91 meters. I don't really want to get any closer than that because I want room to maneuver. Alright, and we are at a relative standstill. So let's swap for this one, switch craft. Make sure we are controlling from this docking port. And target selection, we want Rescue 2. And let's look at the target. There it is. Let's change to locked camera mode. And we will use our RCS to get there. There we go. We can go faster than that. We've got a decent amount of monopropellant, and it's good to be using it on the lighter weight craft for efficiency's sake. 1 meter per second is pretty good. Let's get close enough that we can see the docking port. Okay, we have... Let's control from here, and let's point towards the craft. We'll get the docking ports aligned, and that will make this docking much, much easier. There it is. There's the prograde vector and the target marker. Okay, perfect. And let's slow to a stop. So we'll have an impact in 70 seconds if we're not careful. And we definitely want to halt the rotation of this vessel, lock it right here. Perfect. And now back over here. And okay, we are already targeting the docking port. That's excellent. I can hear my cat clawing at the door because it is time to feed them their snacks, and they do not care that I am doing some important docking maneuvers. They don't care at all. All right, we're about 30 meters away. meters. Let's slow down a little bit. 15 meters. All right, we're going 0.3 meters per second. That's pretty good. And we're 10 meters away. .2 meters per second. Five meters away, 4. Three. And that was literally a perfect docking. Oh, I hope someone was watching that because that was beautiful. All right, let's, yeah. So I was talking about getting money back for those things. I don't know why I was talking about that because we're just going to deorbit this thing. So it's a loss anyway. That's okay. We got lots of spaceos from that mission. All right, so let's see if we can. We'll need to EVA someone to transfer this this data, unfortunately. So let's see. Judy, you are our scientist, and you haven't gotten to do anything on this mission, so you're up. Let's let go. Turn on your visor light and your RCS jetpack. And you're at an awkward angle, but that is okay. All right, we need you to go upwards like this. All right, and collect data. Perfect. In fact, can you do an EVA report, and will that give us anything new? It will not. I keep doing that, but I've pretty much tapped this region of space dry of that particular science. Okay, and up here we have the press map barometer and the too hot thermometer. The thermometer. All right, take the data. And take the data. Oh, and we should have done a goo experiment. Do I even have a goo experiment? I do not. There's no goo experiment aboard. Okay, so we didn't miss out on that. Whoa! All right, and now meanwhile... Okay, let's put you back in this capsule, because then we can do the transfer directly from here to here. And no need to shuffle Eric around. We're going to be replacing the rescue vehicle soon, too, with something a lot better. I haven't designed it yet, but we have more parts available, and we're going to do it. All right, transfer crew. First, Judy. Climbing through the tubes there. And next, let's take Marina, hero of this mission. You get to sit in the front. And then finally, Philip Brewer. You can sit in the front too, that's fine. You did as well as could be done with this this lander that is insufficient for this mission. All right. Now the question is, do I have a probe core on this thing? I might. Because if we do, then I can just have it deorbit itself. But if I don't, then we need to use the rescue vessel to do so. Clamptron docking port. Doesn't look like I actually do. Unless it's down here. That's a fuel tank. If I aim the camera here... and then zoom right through. There we go. Service bay. I do not. Dang it. Just making extra sure. Nope, just the command pod. That is fine. Okay, so where are we in this orbit? We're actually ideally situated, so let's point retrograde. And our periapsis, let's keep an eye on that. It is 160 kilometers. But if we dip that periapsis into Kerbin's atmosphere... Why is it going up? Oh, because we are controlling from there. We need to control from here. There we go. Point of control was still the docking port. There we go. So now, periapsis going down. Perfect. Let's dip that into Kerbin's atmosphere and send this lander on a collision course with Kerbin. Perfect. And now, if we undock, and let that drift just a little bit away. All right, and now we want to point... Oop, let's not do it that way. because we will collide. Let's rotate this way and go prograde. And not hit that thing like we're a baseball bat or something. All right. And now we definitely want to get our periapsis back out of Kerbin's atmosphere because we do not want to deorbit this thing. Oh, my camera is still pointed here. Okay, but that is cool. Look at that go. All right. Aim camera. Aim camera. Okay, and we've overshot. Very typical. Let's reset the camera, actually. There we go. That is more comfortable. All right, and we want to aim for 160 meters again, or kilometers for the periapsis. There we go. And we have about 2 kilometers of delta V remaining to play with, which is enough. So now we want our target to be our station again. And we will need to change our inclination once more. So down here is the ascending node, and we will want to be burning anti-normal when we get there. And we will be there in 1.5 hours, so this will give us 2 minutes before the ascending node if we warp right to here. Perfect. And I'll just pin that. And at about 30 seconds, let's start burning. Three, 2, 1, burn. And yep, our inclination is being corrected very well. All right, perfect. And that should take about 500 meters of delta V, and we'll have about 1,400 or so to play with afterwards. We could make this even more efficient if we did it over multiple orbits, but we have enough delta V that we don't need to take that much time for it. We can take care of this quickly. All right, we're going to start looking up here now and burn at low thrust for precise control. 0.5 degrees, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. Okay, and now we are increasing our inclination again. Okay, so that is it right there. So here are our 2 intersects, and now we need to plan our actual intersect maneuver. I don't need that pinned anymore. And we'll want it to happen around here, so let's add a maneuver. And we will need to burn retrograde by quite a bit. And we can watch, it looks like intersect 2 is the marker that is moving around. And let's see. That's probably the one we want to do right there. So let's get that lined up. 29 kilometers. 20. 10. All right, and yep, that is 500 meters. So this is a 33-second burn. Yep, about 500 meters per second. That's what we expected. And that is coming up in 3 hours and 12 minutes. So let's warp to here, and that'll give us a little bit of a margin to play with. Perfect. And let's point retrograde, and that'll get us very close to our maneuver marker. And looking up at OBS, it's good to see that this stream appears to be very healthy. I think I diagnosed what was going on with that that Minecraft stream. Just having the entity distance, anything over 75%, was just absolutely murdering performance of the game, and causing the stream to just crash and burn. But in the hour and 40 minutes I've been streaming here, I've only dropped one single frame, which is what I'm used to. So that is quite a relief, and it bodes well for this Wednesday's Minecraft stream, which, if all goes well, should be Piglin Trick or Treat. I've got the haunted house and the maze basically built. It needs a little bit of landscaping and decorating, and I need to make some assets for the candy buckets. I want to see if I can retexture a bundle to be our candy collector buckets, because that would be too fun. All right, 2.5 minutes away. And this is going to change our orbit, and on the next orbit will be our close approach. So at about 20 seconds away from the node is when I'm going to start burning. We're 1 minute out, 50 seconds. Let's slow the game down a little bit. $30 seconds. All right, now we're in real time. And I'll start at full throttle and then reduce throttle. Let's go. And chase that maneuver marker. I cannot wait to take Eric and the other pilots outside of the Kerbal system, get them some more experience, and get them able to follow the maneuver marker on their own. In fact, Jeb, when we rescue him, he might have that ability, since he has been, same with the Valentina, they have been outside of the Kerbal system. And they have, I'm sure, quite a story to tell. All right. That's pretty good. And of course, it's telling me something completely different here, but yeah. Ugh, that is frustrating. Oh, Kerbal Space Program, you are a special game. But here is our correction maneuver. I'll just burn radial out when we get close. And that should... Radial out and maybe retrograde just a bit. There's a lot of information there in one place. Retrograde just a bit. Yep, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there we go, 400 meters. All right, that's a tiny burn, and it'll be here in 37 minutes. Let's burn to right here, or warp to right here. But yeah, hopefully I'll be joined by not just my stepdaughter Yellow Sunshine Revenge, but my wife, my brother, and his family. And we did this last year, and it will be a good time. All right. 2 minutes out from the burn. Let's get a little bit closer. It's a small burn. We're not going to do this at full thrust. And that should do it. All right, and let's just gently burn towards this maneuver marker. And as noted, it is mostly radial out with a little bit of retrograde. Whoop. Almost done. Chasing that marker. There we go. All right, now we've got a separation of, looks like 5 kilometers there. That is fine if I go, nope, that's wrong. So let's point radial in and see if we can fine tune this just a bit. These markers are being real finicky. And by the time we get there, our prograde marker will have drifted past the target marker, so this makes sense. All right, and I'm watching this. 4 kilometers. 3. 2. And this isn't hypothetical, this is real now. All right, 500 meters. That's real good. And there's our target. We're going to cross its orbit and then catch up to it. All right, we're about a minute away. Let's get out of map view, look at the target, and point retrograde because we need to kill our relative velocity. We do not want to approach at 170 meters per second. No way. All right, and let's burn and slow down. And this is also tightening our approach. Maybe a little too much, but that is okay. There we go. In fact, we've loosened up our approach quite a bit. That's all right. All right, let's get in range so that the physics loads. And let's burn over here and get closer again. And then we're going to have time to take a quick preview look at the landers that I'll be debuting in the future. All right, and physics is loading on the craft right now. On the station, rather. Yeah, that's gonna hit our frame rate too, but that is all right. And there we've got another Kerbal sunrise. Beautiful. And it looks like this has picked up maybe another. Yeah, it's swapping between a couple of different different encounters. Oh, yeah, we are pointed away from the thing now. Let's burn towards it. And yeah, look how framey it is now that that thing is loaded. Oh, geez. Calculating physics on so many parts. We can do it. We can do it. I don't want to use the RCS. RCS fuel is super valuable on this craft. We won't have as much a problem on the next craft. That will definitely be addressed now that we have better RCS tanks. Okay. Alright, now we're back on course. Can't blame sightseeing on that one. Alright, let's really? Oh, persistent rotation. Maybe there's a setting that I can change that will help that. Alright, but it is time to point retrograde again and slow down for our final approach. We're coming in at 4 meters per second. Not bad. And then our close approach will be 233 meters. And what have we got over here? Station 1 debris. Yeah, we're going to want to address Kessler syndrome in the not too distant future. And I believe our... let's see, can I aim the camera over here? No. I believe that our target is already the correct docking port, too. No, it is not. That's okay. We are going to drift past the station perfectly, and that will take us so that we can see and target the correct docking port. Darking port. All right, which is this one right here. There we go. Clampetron docking port set as target. And there we go. Let's point retrograde, use our main engines to kill our velocity. All right, that is looking good. And now we want to control from here. And aim that right towards that docking port. And turn on our RCS. And adjust our trajectory so that we are moving directly towards it. 0.4 meters per second, that is not bad at all. It's a good approach speed. We're a little bit offset. Locked camera. All right, so we want to slow down and move leftwards. And a little bit up. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's move rightwards and a little bit down. There we go. I've only done this a couple dozen times, right? All right, and this will line us up nicely. much better. Much, much better. See, the other thing that has been keeping me busy is it may not yet even be Halloween, so it's reasonable to be rolling the eyes at all the Christmas stuff at the grocery stores. But if you are a musician, then it's even almost a little bit late to start thinking about Christmas, because preparations need to be made in advance. And so I've been arranging Christmas music for my trombone quartet, and as I've been able to do one other time before the coronavirus canceled everything, I am arranging a Christmas song for the brass of my orchestra. And I need to get that started, and so that's going to be a major project this week. Because next, not this coming Thursday, but the next one, we're going to be starting into our Christmas rehearsals. And so it'll be nice to have something ready to show off. A couple years ago, I did one, and it was very well received and a whole lot of fun to do. And that was when I had just bought my tuba, so I gave myself a rather challenging tuba part to play as part of it, and it went really well. So I probably will be playing my bass trombone this time, but that's got to get started now. Okay, come on. Let's turn SAS off so it doesn't fight this. And come on. You got this, you got this. There we go. Docking complete. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to return this off camera. My goodness. They've all got white hair now. Are you guys just getting old? What is going on here? Meanwhile, let's go to the Space Center and take a real quick sneak peek at the designs I've been working on for future landers. There we go, we're loading it up. All right, let's go into the vehicle assembly building. And let's take a look. So first off, my upgrades to Moonlander 2.0. I think I have upgrades to it. Let's take a look. So if I open that up and we zoom in, okay, so these are the same fuel tanks, so there's no additional delta V, but did I add science experiments to it? I did not. Okay, so let's then open up, don't save, Moonlander 3.0. So this is a design that I've been toying with, and I don't think it's quite ready. It's not actually going to work. It doesn't have nearly enough delta V, and these parts are too heavy if I keep adding. It looks pretty cool. It looks a little bit like Starship, but let's open that up. It's got cargo, it's got science, it's got the seismic accelerometer, which is a new experiment that I have available. And yeah, it's got places to store the science experiments, so it's pretty capable, but it's not going to be as reusable as I would like, because I still need to add some parts to it, so it's going to even lose a little bit more delta V, and that's not quite enough for it autonomously, or on its own, to go from the station to the moon, land, take off, and come back. I'm going to want about 4,000 meters per second delta V to have a safe margin for that, and this does not have that. So let's take a look at Moonlander 4.0, which is definitely a work in progress, and yeah, it's very incomplete, but it's a design that I'm just kind of playing around with for now. I've got these heavy, what are these, pistons, hydraulic cylinders as landing legs. And this does have just about 4 kilometers of delta V, although it's going to lose some as I finish it off. It needs a docking port. It's got one on the bottom for refueling. So the idea here is that I will have a transfer stage that will be docked here. So it will have even more delta V than this. So this will be able to land quite a few different places, and the thrust weight ratio, it's almost a 1 on Kerbal. But if we go to the moon, it's a 5.5. Minmus, it can pull like 18 Gs. Duna, a 3. So this thing could land and take off on Duna. So that's pretty good. Eve, not so much. Eve is a different beast. Moho, just fine. So this thing, in theory, should be a lander that will work on Moho, on Eve's moon, on both moons of Kerbin, on Duna and its moon, and even on places like Lathe. Although it'll be pretty tight there. But yeah, so this should be able to take us lots of places. And then we can take it back to orbit, where we would have parked the transfer stage and docked to it again and use that to come home. That is at least the idea. But yeah, it's not finished. I don't even have RCS on it or anything, but this is a concept that I am working on. And if I can make this work, I love the look, and we'll probably even refine that look even further. And hopefully in either the next stream or the stream after, hopefully we'll be launching this thing. Anyway, that is enough for me. We should be wrapping it up. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm not going to worry about a raid today. And on Wednesday at the usual time, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which is UTC -6, we hopefully will be doing Piglin Trick or Treat on my family Minecraft server. And next week should be back to Saturday again at the usual time. We will be continuing our Kerbal Space Program career and coming ever closer to rescuing Jebediah, Valentina, and Bob. And that'll do it for me. Thank you for watching, those of you who are here, and I will see you in the future. Good evening.